I just wanted to briefly discuss the 3 clips that I wanted you to look at this week as we ease into our first week of online class. Let's talk about the Saturday Night Live clip first, the kissing family. So first of all, I think this clip is really funny. It really makes me laugh out loud. Obviously, we have a typical premise, a story we see all the time of a guy bringing a partner or someone he's in a relationship with home to meet his family. It just happens that his partner is gay, but what's interesting is that's not the weirdest part, is that he's gay. The weirdest part is actually his family. So I think Saturday Night Live is making an interesting commentary there on homosexuality and gay relationships, because the weirdest part of it is that the family is so weird. So the most normal part of the clip is the gay boyfriend, as opposed to the traditional family that has a mom, a dad, 2 brothers, or 2 or 3 brothers, and great grandma living there. They're the strange ones. They're the ones that are inappropriate, as opposed to the gay couple coming in. Some other things that the clip is making a commentary on, specifically, if you didn't pick up on it, was the Michael Sam incident, where Michael Sam was a football player up for the NFL draft. He's the first openly gay football player, and when he was drafted, they showed a clip of him kissing his boyfriend, and a lot of people were offended by this, saying he's throwing his sexuality in our face, it's gone too far, etc., etc. Well, what does this Saturday Night Live clip do? It takes the idea of kissing, and it shows what actual inappropriate kissing is, by the family being all weird and like tonguing each other and being totally disgusting, and saying this is inappropriate kissing. And then, of course, when they see it on the TV, they're like totally hypocrites, right? They're like, oh, look how disgusting this is. These 2 guys kissing on TV, that's disgusting. And of course, they've been like, rolling around all over each other. So it's really funny. So I really want you to think about what kind of social commentary that's really making. Like, yes, it's funny, but the interesting thing about something that is satire, like Saturday Night Live, is it's always based on some sort of truth. So what truths about American culture are being criticized in that clip? And that's what I want you to think about. The next clip that I want to discuss with you is the Colbert Report clip. It's very brief, about the Yo app, which I hadn't heard of until I saw this clip from the Colbert Report. And I think this is really interesting because the Colbert Report itself is sort of a cultural phenomenon right now, right? That and The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, because it's how a lot of people are getting their news, their information, which is interesting because they're shows that are satire. They're meant to be a joke. But a lot of people, especially your generation, watch it, and that's how they know what's going on in the world. So it's interesting that Colbert is mocking a piece of cultural phenomenon, like a ridiculous app that all it says back and forth is yo, within his own show, which is a cultural phenomenon in and of itself. But what I want you to think about with that clip is, yeah, it's really funny, and yeah, that app is totally ridiculous, and he makes fun of it, saying it's totally ridiculous. But think of all the other totally ridiculous apps that we use. Again, there is truth in that mockery. And one of the things that the Colbert Report brings up is that it's like you can save like 6 taps on your smartphone by using the Yo app, where you'd have to, use so many other tappings to say yo in a traditional text messaging program. And that is just ridiculous. But again, I think the clip is asking us, what have we sort of become with our use of apps? How has we try to make our time so convenient, right? Everything has to be done quickly, quickly, quickly. The faster, the better, right? The newer, the better. So what exactly is Colbert making fun of? Is he making fun of the Yo app in particular? Yes, but what else is he making fun of about American culture? What truth about our culture is he exposing? finally, I just want to talk briefly about the Jon Stewart Daily Show app. Now, this one is certainly very political, and I think, it's very clear that there is a bias here, right? It's pretty much known, that the Daily Show with Jon Stewart has a liberal bias. It tends to spend most of its time mocking the right or the conservative right or the Tea Party, etc. So this clip is no exception. It is very, very, very biased against the Republican Party, against conservatives, in particular John McCain, who he makes fun of in a pretty funny way. But what's really interesting is that this clip is about something really, really serious. Like, ISIS is very serious. I mean, this is what could throw us into a full-blown other war. Other countries could be at war in the Middle East. And this could really trigger kind of a chain reaction movement in the Middle East when it comes to war. So this is very serious. So why make fun of something like that? What is the benefit of taking the seriousness out of that situation? Does it help curb people's fears? Is it supposed to make us feel better, or supposed to take it lightly, or is it doing something else there? The other thing I want you to think about with that clip is, what is this clip saying about how the United States deals with democracy and deals with war? Okay, and also our feelings on 9/11 and the weapons of mass destruction. So what sort of commentary is being made there? What sort of cultural representation of America is being presented when ideas of democracy and war come up in a situation like that? So that's what I want you to think about with that clip. Now, in the discussion link on our eCampus page, you will see that I have already posted the 3 questions. You only have to make 2 posts a week. So pick whichever 2 questions you want to answer. There's a question for each clip. Like it says in the syllabus, try to make these posts smart. Don't regurgitate the plot. I know what happens, okay? Instead, answer the questions that I've posed to you. And I've sort of reiterated those questions here in this video. And make sure you answer thoroughly. These need to be a good 300 to 500 words long because, we don't get the everyday classroom experience. So really, and don't be afraid to express yourself. If the Jon Stewart clips make you angry because they're biased, let us know. I want to know why. If the Colbert Report clip makes you angry, if the Saturday Night Live clip makes you angry, I want to know. Okay, I want to know what you think. So don't hold back in your answers. Also remember that you are also required to respond to at least 2 other of your classmates' posts. And all of this is due on Friday before noon. I know Friday is the 4th of July and the university is technically closed, but that's just kind of how the syllabus works. So, if you have plans, post it beforehand. Okay, post it on Thursday. Not a big deal. Finally, remember to post an Instagram picture this week. I'm definitely going to post one. And remember, the hashtag is popculturewvu. Okay? All right, I look forward to hearing what you have to say in the discussion forum. See you next week.